Good morning and welcome to the first day of the Festival of Media Global in Rome, and I'm delighted to say that I'm joined here by Annie Rickard, the founder and chief executive of Posterscope.
Morning, Alex.
Thank you very much for joining me. Are you a bit of a Festival of Media veteran? Have you been to a few of these over the years?
I have. I used to go to the festival when it was in Venice, and then it transferred to Valencia and then to Montreux. So I've had a bit of a break for a few years, so I'm delighted to come back to Rome.
I'm sure Charlie's very pleased to see you again as
Yes,
well.
I'm sure he is.
I think it probably interesting for you to see how the industry must have changed so much in that time. You know, digital is more and more of an important kind of part of the industry now, and something that's an important part of your business as well. You've recently made an acquisition, I believe, Live Poster, that's going to kind of feed into that digital change as well.
Yes, I mean, your point is well made about how this has changed. You only have to look at the names of the sponsors, I think, and that really does bring it home. The Live Poster acquisition that we completed recently, I think, is not only essential for our business, but potentially transformational for the medium. Basically, it's a platform that will allow us to deliver dynamic content to screens anywhere in the world, regardless of who owns the site and regardless of the geography. It will take us some time, obviously, to make that possible. But if you think about out of home as was, and then you think about the potential to use data to dynamically change copy in real time on screens, I think that's a really transformational and exciting step forward for the medium. And I think that it was necessary to really invest in that in order to bring about that transformation.
Is it something that you sense clients get excited about, that prospect
Yes,
of being able to do these things, almost in real time, and like you say, dynamically being updated, they're creative and all that kind of thing?
Definitely. I think there are several reasons why. First of all, I think real time is important now across all media. More and more advertisers want to be able to respond in real time, comment in real time. Secondly, I think the explosion of data, the opportunity to use data to actually change the content, whether it's in a retail context or whether, in fact, it's about the weather or sports events and so on. The other important fact, though, is that advertisers know that if you use dynamic content, and therefore you can personalise it to some extent, so you make it relevant, and relevancy really drives up awareness. So the work that we've done is really clear in demonstrating that dynamic delivery within an out-of-home campaign really enhances the overall awareness and the objectives are met. So that's something advertisers are very interested in.
You're going to be chairing or moderating a session, I believe, later that's going to involve some of the out-of-home media owners. I mean, as an industry, is it what's the tone going to be? Is it in rude health? Is it going to be an optimistic session, do you think?
I'm sure that the media owners would want to be very optimistic, and I think that's fair and reasonable because there's been a lot of investment around the world, particularly by those three major media owners, Clear Channel, Deco and Exterion. So they have every reason to be optimistic, but I'm going to ensure that we inject a bit of realism into the discussion, because the fact of the matter is that the technology is there, the infrastructure in terms of the sites are there, but what we need to see is a bit more cultural change within the industry, and I think also we need to see some investment on internal systems and platforms, because we're some way off actually being able to connect in real time to media owners in order to automate the trading process, for example. So I will be, slightly more pressing on some of these areas. But overall, I would say that if you think about the fact that more and more people are out and about, increasingly people and things are becoming connected, which we call the Internet of Everything, and we see that really exploding. So people and things are connected, people are out and about more, they're connecting out of home. That should be a significant opportunity for out of home. And as I say, the investment's there. What we need now, I think, is some real commitment and some cultural change in order to really optimise that opportunity.
So congratulations for the investment for these guys, but actually you need to do more, and actually you need to change the way you work as well.
I think that's absolutely right. There's still a bit of legacy in the business, but they have invested well, but it's not a case anymore of investing in the product and hoping the advertiser is going to come along and buy it. We actually need to go much further than that.
Absolutely. And before I let you to go and enjoy the rest of the festival, anything in particular you're looking forward to, or just seeing a bit of Rome?
I don't think I'm going to see much of Rome. I'm looking forward to the sessions. I'm quite looking forward to the entrepreneurial one, because I always think that's terribly interesting to see the ideas of new businesses. I'm looking forward to that, and I think there's a couple of sessions this afternoon. There's a session I think about trust, which I think looks quite interesting.
Yes.
And always enjoy the awards as well.
Fantastic. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of it, and thank you very much for saving some time to talk to us.
Not at all. Thank you.
Thank you.